December 15th. It's dark and gloomy all. It's dark and gloomy all day again today. That's weird to say. Now that there's hardly any sunlight anymore, it's hard to even see a gray night. Thanks to that, my body feels even stiffer. If I stay still, I'll feel more drained. Let's hurry up and open up shop. Open for business. Oh, are mom and dad saying they won't come see the chromatic zenith again this year? I guess. Oh yeah, welcome back to more dialogue. I was like very giddy and how do you say, excited to get back into playing this game again. Just like every year, yeah. What about you? Needless to say, me either. I really don't get why no one goes. When we were kids, they used to drag us every year, even when we said we didn't want to go. You know how many years ago that was? Mom and dad are getting old now, so it's hard for them to go to crowded and chaotic places. So, and I'm too far to go, and I'm too far away to go. So, if you want to go badly, why not go with a girlfriend? You're picking a fight with me right now, aren't you? Look at your age. Go outside and meet people. Oh god damn it. Oh, okay, I can't. It feels like real life shit here. Even better if it's a woman. Fuck you. I can't stay all night in your room drinking beer forever. The day I fall asleep rolling around in my bed with a woman in this city, there's a high chance I won't open my eyes ever again the next day. And an article will pop up on the main news page. Victim: Chris J. Hayes, 22, found in a motel with organs harvested. Oh god. The lack of confidence in yours is the problem, Chris. It's disgusting to say it myself, but objectively, you're decent looking. Blah. So let's stop. So, if you want to see the chromatic zenith that much, just go alone. If I have to go alone, I won't go. Shouldn't I at least have someone to take my side if I get into a fight? What are you gonna do? Whew. Then what are you going to do that day? I have no choice but to drown my polar night day in beer while watching Dokkan stream again this year. That's how I'll spend my polar night day. Shave my foot. You're planning to stay all night with your beloved silicon art. What the fuck? Hey, wait, you've never seen my room. Hit the nail on the head. No, it's not that. Shut up. You're single too. You probably sit in the corner of the room alone. Huh? Hello, Chris. You look like you're in a good mood. Did you manage to get the action figure you wanted? Chris? Miss Lina, or Leanne, there you go, I'm sorry. I was looking at something else. Could you just wait a moment? Pity. I wanted to share in your joy. You look good now, but that look you just had, the one you never showed me. It was such a pure smile. I'm envious, whoever they are. It's my younger sister. She's a funny kid who tries to tear me down every day. Ah, the one you often talk about? Miss Leanne took a deep breath and muttered quietly to herself. Well, if it's your younger sister, I can understand. In fact, I might even have to try to get closer. Anyway, what brings you here today? I remember you had a regular checkup recently. I had some business nearby, so I thought I'd drop by to see your face. I also stopped by thinking I might need to replace my processing unit as a bonus. That's funny. What is? When I first saw you, I thought you'd never come back. But now you visit me, you visit even without a reason. I told you to come to replace my processing unit. You said it was a bonus. Didn't you come to check on me? I'll give you a quick checkup. Alright, you win. I came here to whine a bit. Alright, okay, tell me. For a ridiculous, sharp, shady repair clinic. Yeah, you've come back several times, so you must like it. There's a quiet, uncrowded comfort here. A quiet place is slightly cooler, good for gentle, getting sentimental. Thanks to that, I completely let loose. I can completely let loose. Is this supposed to be a compliment? Saying I have no customers? Yes, it's a compliment. Since you say so, I'll take it as a compliment. What are you whining about today? Miss Leanne frowned, as if just thinking about it wasn't pleasant. That's quite the look on your face. Oh, was I? Sorry. When the processing unit connected to the emotional expression expression gets overloaded, my mood swings become severe and I can't hide them. I don't want to show you that look anymore. Can I get maintenance first? It's possible, but repair Leanne with extreme mood swings. Sure. Ah! That's an interesting spot to place it. Alright, let's see. All blues, okay. Nope. What was it? Right click. Okay. Even though it's been like a week I played it, I kind of forgot most of this shit. Bingo bango. Shit, that's not where I wanted it. But yeah, it's been a minute, I would think, but you know, it's only been a week, but yeah. It can be a little rougher. Okay. Yeah, how do you say? Wait. Oh, right click. Hang on. Yeah, well, for the last week, it's been very exhausting. As expected, you're delicate. Fuck, I forgot to read it. Oh! No, I see. 2 little dots to require something, and then after that, I need the big one. But, yeah. With... Sure, why not? With, my grandpa at the hospital due to a stroke he had a month ago, it's been tough trying to figure out whether or not he'll be okay the next day or when he'll be out. My grandma told me that hopefully he would have been out by Friday, which was a few days ago, but I haven't really heard much, so hopefully good news will appear. And other news, my mom, stepdad, and sister are at Mexico. They should be coming in tomorrow on Sunday. So, yeah. But I'm not really sure what time they'll come back. And work has been like crazy as fuck. A lot of like amount of shipments coming in. Not a lot of people pitching in to fucking help because they're too busy wanting to just talk non-stop while working, which makes things slow down at work and it gets hectic. Boom, boom, bah. But I'm not really sure how long that craziness is gonna last for work. It's been crazy because we've had, well, supposedly they made it sound like it was gonna be a shit ton of stuff coming in with I don't know, what did they say, like about 10,000 or so, but it was just like a normal I'd say around 5,000 boxes coming in of shoes, but we managed to finish it by Friday. You could be a little rougher. Oh yeah. Every time I visit you, you're on your phone with your sister. It's my routine after opening for business, picking a fight with my sister. I'd like to join that routine next time. Okay. You, Miss Lene? I heard that in human society, it's polite to greet the other person's family before the main event. That's usually if you're dating the person, I would assume. I don't know what main event you mean, but your motion unit is overheating again. Big event. Foo foo foo. Oh shit already. As expected, you're delicate. It's so relaxing. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming. Though, like I said, we managed to finish pretty fast on Friday. That we got to leave like about, oh shit, I fucked it up there. We managed to leave like an hour early or so, or at least 30 minutes early. But yeah, but I'm not really sure what's gonna come up this week. Hopefully it slows down just a little enough that it doesn't fucking kill me. I've had a hard time trying to like rest. Like yeah, I'm staying up all night recording and shit, but it's not like it's affecting me because I tend to do this stuff during the weekends because I know it'll fucking mess me up if I try to do it during the weekdays. But yeah. It's a good thing I have lo-fi music because it makes it much more relaxing to sleep too. I've said it before. Boom. Okay. When I first play this, but yeah, it's fun to play. Have lo-fi music. Boom. Right there. That works. There we go. Boom. What do you think about increasing romance between humans and apes? I don't mind, I guess. For someone who's never been in a romantic relationship with a human, that's too abstract for a question for me to answer. Really? Just that one word from you has completely tilted my opinion to the pro side, huh? Miss Lene, the temperature of your motion unit is rising. It's dangerous, so please calm down during maintenance. Boom. Oh, that was wrong. Shit. Okay. And then... But yeah, this is fun. I would assume this game is pretty short. I don't think I've seen much. How do you call it? Oh, I'm an idiot. I see. There we go. And then, yeah, the maintenance is done without any problems. It seems seemed like you made a lot of mistakes today. Small mistakes. What? What on earth were you thinking about? I hope you weren't thinking of someone else while I was in front of you. Huh? No, I really go out, so I hardly have any chance to meet new faces. The customer who visits this repair clinic are entirely my social interactions. But it's a blessing in disguise. What is? Thanks to a wonderful person like you visiting, it feels like even this bleak place has some life in it. Oh my, saying something like that suddenly makes me a little shy. The overload on your processing unit was more severe than I thought. You came to one, but it was pointless. It was to the point of needing repairs. I thought it would get better once I realized relief from stress. If I left the unit as it was, I figured I'd be seeing you soon for the same repair request. So I replaced it with the higher end unit. It hasn't been long since your last checkup. What happened to damage it so much? Hold on. That's what I wanted to tell you about. You know I work at the pharmaceutical company, right? Of course. I've heard a lot about your life, Miss Lene. Every time I do repairs. Any researcher joined the company recently. They say he's incredibly talented or something. Our company went to the great lengths to scout him, so I guess that could be true. The problem is that the talent isn't everything. Exactly. He came in through connections, yet he has this attitude of looking down on the existing researchers. Since he joined later, he thinks it's our duty to provide him with any project information. The management is completely impressed with his papers and research achievements. So my colleagues and I have no choice but to do as he's asked. More work for you? That would have been a relief. The problem is his attitude. If he were apologetic and grateful, it would have been different. But he takes it for granted. Even though we're doing work we don't have to do, I wonder if studying so much has fried part of his brain. A while ago, he said a colleague's research looked interesting and asked if he could take over the project. Almost turned into a shouting match, but our colleague intervened and barely mediated. It's annoying, but thanks to him, we're free from management's nagging, and we can buy time to improve the product's stability. Office politics. It feels a bit distant to me. Maybe for you. From my perspective, Miss Lene, you don't seem much different from me. Aren't you talking about how hard it is to deal with office politics you don't even care about? I like to say no, but I have to agree because of what happened a few days ago. A few days ago? Yes, half of my unit's overload problems probably started that day. We fought. You fought? It wasn't really a fight. I just laid him out. Oh damn! He disrespected our project. Said we were just wasting the budget by repeating clinical trials for years. He said the researchers' talents were being wasted, and asked if we had any intention of finishing this research and started a more promising project. And he said it to my face, the project leader. I should have realized when the management was blindingly pushing for him. They couldn't win against us in logical argument as non-experts, so it was a ploy to bring in another expert to break our resolve. That's pretty serious sabotage. Hang on one second. Let's see. Okay. Unfortunately for them, that Nepo hire's social skills were worse than imaginable, and he failed to charge the team members' minds. Change. You could even say we've grown closer. So some team members were even cheering me on and comforting me, even though I threw the first punch. Of course, I think I was in the wrong too. My feelings were complicated watching him call an ambulance by himself because no one else cared. It must have been the guilt that followed the satisfaction. I had to write a written explanation, and the project's chances of survival dropped even lower. I wonder what would have happened if I had just held it in. There's a mountain of work to do, but the thought of running away came first. I wanted to forget everything, Let's just rest. So I came to see you. All I do is listen to you talk a little. That's enough. And thanks to you, if I already sorted out my thoughts. Thanks to me, a place to hide whenever I want to run away. A way to regain some energy and find the courage to face the world again. That's the goal of our project. After running away here to rest, I found the courage to push through. And it made me feel that my project shouldn't end here. If the effort of just listening to a story, as you put it, is this great, our medicine will be a great help to the world. Can I ask what kind of medicine it is? I'll have to tell you. Miss Lene's eyes sparkled as if a favorite topic had come up. It's a relief seeing her back to her usual self. Our research institute mainly focuses on drugs that suppress memory. It prevents the user from recalling specific memories. Oh, the primary goal is trauma suppression, though there's potential for misuse. It seems so. Right. That's why we're delaying its release. A similar drug already exists, but there are more cases of side effects or misuse than proper use. Although the management recognizes this as a commercial success, sticking to a proven product, exactly, he made almost the same argument. His logic is that as long as it passes safety inspections and sells well, who cares how it's used? In reality, it causes almost no physical harm to the body itself. I take a few pills myself, but the attitude is quite off-putting. No matter how well you know it, there's a limit to what an ordinary consumer, not an expert, can perceive. In fact, I don't even know the ingredients of the multivitamin I take. Since I hardly see the sun, I guess it must contain vitamin D. And vitamin D. I have no idea. The drug available on the market dull memories that are dramatically imprinted on the user. When we try to recall them, the recollection process is interrupted or blunted. It's similar to when you treat with an Eve's photonic neural network. You can distance yourself from terrible, painful memories, but you can also lose your dreams, sometimes even your family's faces or precious memories. In severe cases, you can even forget that you're taking a memory suppressant. It's practically amnesia. Huh. Yeah. I mean, I could see her point of doing something that could actually help people who have dealt with traumatic trauma, PTSD, anxiety attacks, stuff like that. But the side effects of it sound very, very greatly severe. That it could even do more damage than good if it's not, I guess, tested well or having the right ingredients to fix it. Our institute is creating a drug that accesses specific memories and paralyzes only that part. It can't be used universally, but we plan to market it separately for breakups or trauma. If we succeed, it wouldn't be misused for kidnapping or human trafficking under the name amnesia. Yeah, that's another thing. That kind of shit could also backfire if they just let it out without doing more tests and trying to see what they could fix. Losing memory to a drug. It comes back if you stop taking it, right? In theory, yes. But it seems that there are cases where that's not true for the products on the market. That's also a fundamental reason for my long clinical trials. In Chroma City, there will be many people who need this drug, so frequently side effects are unacceptable. Although Chroma City is damn dark all day long, I'm not sure if there are that many patients who would want to suppress their own memories. The average patient doesn't seek hospital until their condition worsens. That's also true in real life. I've seen someone try to fix a paralyzed finger with stretching. Right, many people think of hospitals as a place to go for resurrection. But this drug is also aimed at delaying the neurological disorder caused by light deficiency, not just overcoming strong trauma. The blackout phenomenon. Do they call it zombies these days? That's what people usually call it, I hear. Right. The biggest cause of becoming a zombie is neurological disorder. Despite having no other problems besides light deficiency, extreme trauma accumulates due to nervous system issues. If this drug is completed, the number of zombies on the street would be reduced by more than half. Zombie prevention and trauma care. Sounds good. The fact that there's a way to get memories back seems good too. It's a hot topic among my colleagues. Oh, that's also true. Being able to remember something that you forgot, especially if it's like something precious to you, like birthdays, events, family members, stuff like that, could also be a good thing. The fact that memories return when you stop taking it has some people arguing that it forces continuous purchase of the drug. That's also true. People get addicted to it. They say we need to consider the consumer's financial situation. Oh yeah. And the fact that if the drug gets super expensive, it makes people do crazy stuff in order to get that money. That makes sense, but your opinion on our research? Miss Linda's eyes widen. Does she think we found a common interest? You can't run away forever. If you erase your memories every time things get tough, I feel like you'll end up with nothing left someday. Even today, Miss Linda's Miss Linnae will go back to facing reality tomorrow. You'll do your best to handle the accident and finish the project, right? Well, yes. There are times when you when you have to do something, but you just can't. Trauma is one of them. There's a hole in your heart and it needs to be filled, but it hurts too much. With the hole, it's impossible not to feel weak in both body and spirit. You need to step back and recover, but you can't because the hole in your heart, the hole is in your whole body, is in your own body. I thought medicine you're making was made for situations like that. That's right. It's difficult to fix something that has collapsed from the inside. Sometimes it's more important to get away from it and preserve your body and mind. I want the patients to be like you, Miss Linnae. A way to regain some energy and find the courage to face the world again. I mean, I hope they resolve the problems that they postponed with a mended, strong-minded body. Like today, Miss Linnae. As they said in a certain manga, right? There's no paradise in the place There's no paradise in the place you escape to. Since it's your medicine, Miss Linnae, I hope it turns out just as you wish. Oh, you little what? Why? I thought it was pretty cool for me thing to say. Miss Linnae lunged at me. I believe she had no intention of harming me, but I couldn't stop myself from instinctively stepping back. Now that you've said that, I'll be sure to protect the project. Okay, now let me go. Let me hug you a little longer. Just a little. Just a little. Well, Miss Linnae, with teary eyes, left after making a wonderful vow and having a bit of a tantrum. She must have had her own pain, unrecognized by anyone. Look at the time. I should go to the cafe where Prey works for lunch. Oh, yeah, it feels like there's so much residual heart, but it's better than before. I'd say her research to do something like that has its pros and cons. The pros are, like she said, you can suppress trauma, past memories of breakups, PTSDs, breakups. I probably said breakups already, but stuff like that. But at the same time, the con is people grow from that. It does take a long time for those to recover from incidents that they had either growing up, as a kid, as experienced maybe not too long ago, with, I don't know, accidents where they got into near-death experiences, horrible breakups, let's say experiencing their parents have a divorce, losing somebody dear to them, or even death, where they've come close to dying from something. And a drug like that could help them at least forget that sounds good, but trying to suppress that is also a bad thing, because it's basically trying to bottle up your emotions. You have so much time. I mean, you have a limit to how much you can bottle it up before it breaks out. And I've had days, not days, but I've had times where I actually randomly just broke down in tears because, I don't know, I guess that bottle of emotion just finally cracked and I just lost it that day. But yeah, it's a good and a bad thing at the same time. It's just you're gonna have to find that middle ground where it actually works well. And I'm sure she could find a way to do it. Gotta save that one. Blade.